It looks like we're going to see the new Battlefield sooner than later. A tweet hinted earlier today on May 10th by the game's official Twitter account isn't a fake out. The timing suggests it might coincide with the June's virtual E3 on June 12th to the 15th, but EA's own event, EA Play Live, isn't happening until July. The tweet is pretty brief, saying words that rhyme with soon, June, and boom. So we are going to go ahead and go over some of these details, some of the leaked images that we have seen, and so forth, and just kind of discuss what we can expect with the pedigree of this studio. And on top of that, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm live every day except Tuesdays and Thursdays. Usually, summer tends to be a little bit different with riding and so on and so forth. But anyways, on with the video, guys. So we haven't seen a Battlefield game since Battlefield 5 back in 2018. And on top of that was Battlefield 1 in 2016. Then we had Hardline, Battlefield 4, Final Stand, and Battlefield 4, 3, etc. So I haven't really played heavily since Battlefield 4. I think that was back on the Xbox 360, I want to say. I've kind of fell off, I should say, the whole bandwagon a little bit. I did play 5 quite a bit, but on top of that, it wasn't the best in my opinion. Definitely had some room for improvement. And so recently, just today on IGN, they went ahead and published an article that Battlefield is planned for release between October and December this year. EA confirmed on its earnings calls today that Battlefield was being developed by 4 studios: EA DICE, Criterion DICE LA, and EA Gothenburg are all contributing, which is a lot of studios working on one game, which is kind of crazy. As far as the initial release date or the planned release date, it kind of falls in line with all the other games, with all of them always falling around November or late October, so it's probably safe to say, except for rest in peace Titanfall, kind of getting sandwiched between the two juggernauts, Battlefield and Call of Duty, which I'm glad to see Titanfall 2 getting a big spike with the whole new recent sale that was going on. That game deserved a lot more praise than it got, and kind of just got thrown out to die in the wolves. But anyways, they have stated that it is going to be a cross-generation game, so it's going to be on both previous-gen and current-gen consoles. So, I mean, take it as you will. Majority of these games, as of right now, with the constraints of the consoles, even though PlayStation 5 is selling at record pace, you don't want to leave all those people behind that have bought in on the previous generations. I can understand the frustrations with some of the players who want the best top-notch experience and how that kind of hinders the gameplay a little bit, or even the creation of the game, just due to the way the games are built, getting beefed up instead of beefed down. So we're going to kind of jump into some speculation here and kind of go over these screenshots that were confirmed by Tom Henderson himself, saying that they are real. As you can see here, they are pretty interesting. We can see some helipads kind of going down this island-looking level, I guess, or map you want to call it, and looks like it's going to be pretty dope. I'm pretty excited. And then on the second image here, you can kind of see it looks like you're in a helicopter view. And there's been a lot of speculation. Is this going futuristic? Please, God, no, don't make it futuristic. I don't think it's going to be futuristic. I think this is going to be maybe a 20-year jump from where we are now. So probably looking at around 2040. I don't think to expect to see anything too crazy with gadgets and so on and so forth. I think it's just going to be kind of up jump a little bit, but nothing too crazy, because that's like the one thing Battlefield hasn't really done, is gone very far into the future. And honestly, I wouldn't mind them jumping up ahead a little bit to kind of just play around and see what they can do with the new processing power of the new consoles and so forth. I am really excited to see what kind of destruction they're going to be able to throw into this game. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Then there's also the other rumor that's going around that it could possibly appear on Game Pass. With a lot of games, especially EA Play, I think it's just called EA Play, coming to Game Pass as well, it might be a good way for Microsoft to kind of entrench themselves a little bit back into the first-person shooter genre. With them really holding the reins back on the Xbox 360 and kind of losing that grasp with the PlayStation 4, it would be kind of interesting to see Xbox kind of grasp at it again and be the number one place to play, because personally, I do love the Xbox controller over the PlayStation. But, however, I haven't had a PlayStation 5, so I don't know the new controller, but I hear a lot of good things, especially with Returnal. So, let me know what you guys think on Battlefield 5. Are you guys excited? Are you guys just don't really care? Are you guys over it? But anyways, guys, that's it for me today, and have a good night.